Lil Scrappy's latest relocation has brought up a significant issue. Is he finally going to take this romance seriously? After years of complicated relationship, co-parenting drama, public breakups, ongoing love, and hip-hop Atlanta headlines, Scrappy has moved on with a new partner. And this time, he's not hiding her. Realtor Britney Sims appears to be bringing a completely different atmosphere into Scrappy's bizarre surroundings. Nor is Scrappy holding back. He is reportedly making it clear that Britney is his girlfriend, and that he is ready to move on from his past relationships, rather than constantly thinking about them. Sentence rephrasing reverting to the original sentence synonyms from form past for all to and via about compared to coming from of regarding with traveling through it concerning over who travels out of by using within the against arriving on throughout as opposed to travelers, but the drama only begins due of Scrappy's complicated romantic background. There are kids involved. Ex-partners exist. There are unresolved feelings. Moreover, there are many in his local area who are not totally certain that this new relationship would be different. However, Britney is determined to maintain her position. She is not presenting herself as another female rival to Scrappy's ex-partners. She is reportedly making it clear that she is there because of her relationship with him, rather than because she wants to be famous or fit into another reality TV story. But then came the inquiries. What are the implications of Scrappy's friendship with Britney and Shakira Hardy's co-parenting arrangement? What about Bambi and Erica Dixon? And why does Mama D seem to be so skeptical about this new romance? The tension is recorded when Scrappy delivers a message that could change everything. He's not going back. He's getting better. Whether or not everyone in his immediate proximity is ready to accept that decision, however, is quite another. The tone changes as soon as Lil Scrappy reveals his relationship with Britney Sims. For someone whose personal life has been filled with years of headlines, complicated relationships, and co-parenting situations, going public with a new woman is not exactly an easy decision. Scrappy appears dedicated to making one point clear, though. Britney is not a secret. She is his girlfriend. As Britney sits next to him, the attention doesn't seem to overwhelm her. She feels comfortable. She is at ease. Above all, she doesn't appear to want to compete with the women from Scrappy's past. Because of the complexity of Scrappy's past, this distinction is immediately important. His relationships have produced children, memories, arguments, reconciliations, and a ton of drama on reality TV. Now Britney is directly entering that complicated past. But instead of pretending that Scrappy's past doesn't exist, Britney appears ready to acknowledge it. She knows he's a father. She knows that cameras will be watching and that a lot of people are involved in his life. But she insists that she isn't there for the drama. She is a realtor. She works in her own field. She is not defined by being Scrappy's girlfriend. And her confidence may have been the exact reason he was drawn to her. Scrappy reportedly claims that he simply wants to live a different life in light of the current baby situation. He wishes to avoid repeatedly going through the same cycle. He believed that no relationship should become another public dispute. He wants to continue, fulfill his responsibilities, and take care of his children. However, it's not always simple to move on when the past persists. And it's evident when Mama D enters the discussion. Her answer is questionable. She has seen Scrappy's previous relationships. She has seen him become emotionally devoted, only for issues to arise later. When she sees Britney with him, she isn't immediately convinced that this will be different. Mama D questions whether Britney truly understands what she's getting herself into, because being with Scrappy goes beyond simply dating Scrappy. There are children, ex-partners, family problems, and nearly everything is captured on tape. Britney never gives up. Instead, she makes her position clear. She's not trying to start a fresh chapter in Scrappy's baby mama controversy. She is not trying to replace anyone, nor is she interested in competing with women from his past. She wants to grow with Scrappy based on their current relationship. That response changes the mood since, for once, the new woman isn't responding emotionally to the criticism. She won't give up. Scrappy appeared to appreciate it as well. He tells Mama D that Britney is special. She's not Shakira. She's not Bambi. She's not Erica. He wants everyone around him to understand that Britney is who she is. As Scrappy works to establish his new relationship, the people from his past aren't quite disappearing though. Shakira is still connected to Scrappy through their child, and Bambi and Erica are still watching. To put it another way, Britney is not entering a vacant space. She is starting a life that is already full. Even while it's easy to say you're ready to move on, this could be the relationship's biggest test. Maintaining good ties with people from your past while genuinely moving on is far more challenging. Scrappy must now prove that he can do both. Britney needs his assurance that she won't get sucked into another destructive cycle. He needs to show his children's moms that his new relationship has no bearing on their co-parenting arrangements. Now he must convince his parents that this isn't simply another passing romance. For now, Scrappy's message is simple. Everyone seems to be waiting to see if his words and acts would eventually line up, despite the fact that he is moving on and with Britney. Scrappy says he's ready to go. But Britney isn't the biggest problem. It's everything that goes with him. For years, Scrappy's romantic relationships have been made public, and every new chapter seems to bring up old questions. People are wondering how Britney fits into a life that already has many complex relationships now that she is standing next to him. The first major issue is Shakira Hardy. Shakira and Scrappy have a child together. Thus, their relationship cannot simply terminate because Scrappy has moved on. They still need to communicate with one another. They still have to make choices about their co-parent and child. Because of that reality, Britney finds herself in a very different situation. She is not dating a man who can completely separate himself from his past. His background continues to impact his day-to-day existence. Scrappy seems to understand that too. Instead of responding differently, he insists that he and Shakira are getting along well. He describes their relationship as co-parenting and feels that their son is the primary focus. According to the story in the transcript, Scrappy also denies reports that Shakira is angry with Britney. He wants people to believe that there isn't a conflict occurring in the background. But that's when relationships on reality TV get challenging. Because even when people involved say that everything is okay, the viewer is still aware of the earlier occurrences. Fans remember Scrappy's previous romantic relationships. They remember the arguments. They remember the breakups. They remember the heartfelt promises. They also remember how quickly seemingly peaceful situations may become combustible. This makes Britney's entrance immediately noticeable. She is going to start a story that has previously been narrated in several chapters. Now she has to decide if she wants to join it or not. Britney exudes confidence. She seems unmotivated to make fun of Scrappy's ex-partners. She has no desire to argue with them. Instead, she returns to the same message repeatedly. She is with Scrappy because of her relationship with him, not because of TV exposure or her ambition for fame. It separates her from the chaos that envelopes Scrappy, but it doesn't always protect her from it. Bambi explains that. When Bambi discusses Scrappy's new relationship, there is obvious suspicion. She questions whether Scrappy is truly ready to have a family. And in her opinion, the question doesn't come up out of nowhere. Scrappy's romantic history is a mess. When he suddenly reveals that he is moving forward with Britney, people who know him best naturally wonder if this is really different. Bambi's comments also highlight a bigger problem. It's not always Britney's fault. It is self-assurance. Can Scrappy maintain a single relationship without allowing old patterns, old disagreements, and old feelings to interfere? To date, no one can answer that question. However, Britney refuses to let Bambi's doubts define her. She makes it clear that she is not at fault for Scrappy's past. She's not trying to heal him. She doesn't want to compete with anyone or become entangled in old disputes. That remark may be the nicest part of the whole movie, since Britney is trying to make a place for herself in Scrappy's present rather than fighting for a position in his past. Scrappy appears to support her as well. He keeps saying that Britney is special to everyone around him. But then another disturbing truth appears out of nowhere. Erica Dixon. Erica and Scrappy had a history together and have children together. As a result, their relationship as parents survives long after their romance ends. Erica has every right to watch who enters Scrappy's life. She doesn't have to like Britney, but she has to deal with her. Additionally, Scrappy sends Erica a clear message. He says they are co-parenting. He says he will always adore her. But he also makes it clear that he is not trying to revive their romance. He's getting better. Even though the term seems straightforward, it represents a big shift. For a long time, Scrappy's dating life has been perceived as a cycle of broken relationships. Now he's trying to close the doors. It's unclear whether they actually stay close because the more Scrappy insists on moving forward, the more others appear determined to remind him of where he's been. For this same reason, Britney's relationship with him is being attentively watched. Everyone wants to know if she will be the one to convince Scrappy to slow down, or if she will just be another chapter in the story. Britney does not yet anticipate that anyone will believe she is everlasting. She is merely requesting that individuals assess the relationship in light of what they are currently producing. Scrappy seems willing to give her that chance. But with Mad questioning the relationship, Bambi warning Britney, Erica keeping a tight eye on things, and Shakira continuing to be connected to Scrappy through their child, the road ahead is anything but simple. Scrappy claims to be moving on, but the past hasn't always agreed to let him go. The more Scrappy talks about Britney, the more clear it is that this relationship is being tested before it has a chance to develop into a regular one. Britney enters Scrappy's life with confidence, but she quickly learns that dating him means dealing with an unresolved history. Every conversation seems to mention the same names. Every woman, Shakira, Bambi, Erica, and of course Mama D, represents a different facet of Scrappy's life, and Britney has to handle them all without becoming another source of conflict. Particularly in front of the cameras, it's not an easy situation. Scrappy is comfortable when discussing Britney, yet despite his confidence, concerns persist. He knows that this bond will be contrasted with every other relationship, and that's exactly what happens. Bambi questions whether Scrappy is really ready for a committed commitment. She believes that his love history tells a story that should not be ignored. There have been collaborations that seem to endure forever. There have been promises. Emotional statements have been made. Breakups have also occurred. Scrappy's assertion that Britney is special doesn't immediately convince Bambi. But Britney doesn't react the way some may expect. She doesn't argue. She doesn't pursue Bambi. Instead, she makes it clear that she is not responsible for what happened before she arrived. That's important because Britney isn't trying to alter Scrappy's history. She's trying to create something different from it. She wants people to know that she met Scrappy at a different stage of his life. According to the narrative, she also believes that their growing relationship should be assessed separately. Scrappy seems to agree. He repeatedly makes it apparent that he is progressing rather than regressing. Those comments are crucial, though, since moving on does not entail pretending that the past never happened. Scrappy still has children from previous partnerships. He still needs to speak with their mothers. Even now, some family members vehemently disagree with his decisions. In addition, his public image is still shaped by years of reality TV. Britney is unable to remove any of that. Her only option is to decide whether or not to accept it, and so far it appears like she is saying yes. That confidence is particularly evident when Mama D starts asking her questions. Mama D is protective of Scrappy and doesn't seem ready to let every new woman into his life without asking questions. She wants to know Britney's intentions. Does she really mean it? Does she know what Scrap has to do? Can she handle everything he carries with him? Britney's statement basically says that she doesn't need to demonstrate herself orally. She believes that her actions will speak louder. She doesn't want to be famous because of Scrappy. She is already developing her own career. She has already created her own identity. Therefore, she doesn't need his family or his admirers to define her. That attitude could be the reason Scrappy is so comfortable with her. He doesn't always need to defend her. She has the ability to defend herself. And the resulting changes in the dynamic. Shakira is still the most crucial question, though. Together, Shakira and Scrappy have a child. As a result, even after their romantic relationship ends, their closeness persists. Scrappy reports that their co-parenting is going smoothly. He wants everyone to understand his support for his son and the futility of endless conflict. He thinks he can treat his child's mother with respect even if he has a new lover. That seems obvious, but reality is often more complicated because new interactions might change established relationships. Feelings might shift, boundaries can become blurry, and outsiders may see every interaction as a sign of conflict, even when everyone agrees to uphold peace. That's the exact reason Scrappy seems so determined to steer the narrative. With Britney's presence, he hopes there won't be another female conflict. He wants his relationship with Britney and his responsibilities as a father to remain the main priorities. But with Atlanta's love and hip-hop vibe, that is difficult. The story is dramatic. Cameras are present. Since the public can participate in the conversations, any reaction could generate news. Britney appears to be conscious of that. She even acknowledges that Scrappy's background is part of the package. She won't let it scare her away, though. She's not trying to replace Bambi. She's not trying to replace Erica. She doesn't want to compete with Shakira. She's only trying to get to know Scrappy. Although it might appear simple, it might be the hardest thing she has ever attempted. Scrappy isn't beginning from the beginning. His past is complicated. Britney also needs to build trust in an environment where it has already been tested. Meanwhile, Bambi's warnings continue to cast a shadow on the collaboration. Her message is very clear. Know what you're getting yourself into. She doesn't always suggest that Britney is a bad person. She's questioning whether Scrappy can actually change. That's a very different issue, and Britney can't solve it for him. If Scrappy truly wants this relationship to be successful, he is ultimately accountable. He must be reliable. He must talk. He has to protect his relationship while fulfilling his father responsibilities. He also needs to stop allowing old tendencies to control his interactions with strangers. Britney can assist him. She can help him, but she can't do his chores. As a result, this connection is beginning to look more interesting than your average celebrity romance. Whether Scrappy has a new girlfriend is actually irrelevant. It questions whether Scrappy is finally ready to change into a different version of himself. The person who doesn't constantly turn around. The version that separates attachment from attention. The one who is able to innovate while maintaining a good relationship with the mothers of his children. Britney also appeared receptive to finding out whether that version is authentic. For the time being, the couple appears to be together. Scrappy is openly claiming Britney. Britney is standing by him, and both of them appear dedicated to not letting other people's opinions determine what they are producing. But because Scrappy's life is still connected to all of his previous relationships, the pressure is only beginning. Because the real test won't happen when the cameras are rolling. There will be an actual test. As the excitement fades and the headlines go, Scrappy and Britney are forced to confront reality. Everyone will then know whether Britney is truly the beginning of anything fresh, or whether this relationship was only a new chapter. Scrappy's insistence that Britney is special simply serves to increase the pressure surrounding their relationship, because it's no longer unclear if Scrappy has a new girlfriend. That's already known to everyone. The real question is whether this new alliance can withstand the complicated environment he lives in. Britney has already made her position known. She doesn't want to fight Scrappy's ex-partners. She's not trying to replace anyone. She also doesn't want every conversation to turn into another reality TV altercation. But finding serenity and actually attaining it are two very different things. Scrappy has responsibilities in his life that he cannot ignore. He is a father. He has several children. In his co-parenting relationships, communication is essential. And his relationship with Britney might be impacted by each of those relationships. That becomes even more important when Erica Dixon gets to her feet. It appears that Erica has no desire to rekindle her romance with Scrappy. Instead, she appears to be focused on her own life and their children. But she also knows Scrappy better than Britney does. She has seen several facets of him. She knows how quickly things could change. Erica's question about Scrappy's preparation for a new relationship is important. Even though she isn't expressly attacking Britney, she doesn't think Scrappy is trustworthy. That distinction is crucial. Britney seems to get it. Rather than taking Erica's comments personally, she keeps her cool. She knows she can't change Scrappy's history. She is unable to erase his previous relationships. She has no control over how other people perceive him. Other than how she behaves herself, she has no control over anything.